Coming up on Sports Weekly, it was a big week for local softball. Cajon on the road at Redlands East Valley as the race for the Citrus Belt League title is ramping up. Then over in the San Andreas League, San Gorgonio taking on Arroyo Valley under the lights, the very first night game at San G. Then we'll take you out to a Wet and Wild County clash at San Manuel Stadium. And then how about some football? Yes, it's football season, at least at San Gorgonio. Spring practice has begun for our local teams, including the Spartans. All that and a whole lot more of this edition of Sports Weekly on IEMG, and it starts right now. And what is up, everybody? Welcome to Sports Weekly on IEMG. I'm your host, Pep Fernandez. Thank you for tuning in. And make sure you subscribe to the IE Media Group YouTube channel. We've got some great highlights in this show. And before you know it, it'll be playoff time here in the CIF Southern section. We start with local softball, and none better than the Citrus Belt League title race. Beaumont is the front runner right now. Cajon hoping to be in the mix, at least certainly in the top three in the CBL, to punch their ticket to that automatic spot to the playoffs. But it was a rough week for the Cowgirls. They had big games against Beaumont and Redlands East Valley. So let's join Cajon on the road at Rev on this past Friday. It was nice and sunny, a little bit windy, and we pick up the highlights here. Not one, but two one-run losses for Cajon. Highlights here against Rev, and Cowgirls were up 1-0 in the second inning. The Wildcats, Lakai Kristen singles to left, and Jada Nordby, the grounder to second. Cajon tries to turn the double play, but the throw to first gets away, and Lakai Christensen will score to tie the game at 1 apiece. Later, Rev still up to bat, but a slick fielding play by Ciela Pickett at shortstop ends the third inning. In the fourth, Cajon's Riley Torres smacks the single to left field. So the Cowgirls trying to get something going here. They would eventually load up the bases. Cajon's Isabel Ravello comes up big time. Slaps the single up the middle, and that'll drive in a pair of runs. And the Cowgirls regain the lead 3-1. Big time 2-run base hit by Ravello. Cajon, they were looking for more. They were still in business, but down to their final out in the inning. And Pickett makes contact, but robbed of a base hit by Rev's Christensen at short. So it remains a 3-1 game. Cajon in the lead. So fast forward to the sixth. Cajon threatening again. This time Hope Morales at the plate. She singles to left. Cajon would eventually load up the bases with nobody out. But Christensen with a heads-up play to throw home. Gets the force out there. The Cowgirls could still have a big inning, right? But the Wildcats pitcher, Piper Silvestre, gets the strikeout, and then Morales gets trapped in a pickle between home and third, and that is the final out of the inning. A missed opportunity for Cajon, and it would be costly as Rev comes back to win 4-3. And as we mentioned, a tough week for Cajon. 2 one-run losses. That one against Rev. They also lost by a run against Beaumont, so they're trying to bounce back this week with some very important games coming up in the CBL. But Lee Haynes has got a great team at Cajon. If anyone can do it, it'll be the Cowgirls. Well, another hot team here in the city of San Bernardino. They are red hot. They haven't lost all season long. The Aquinas softball team taking on Linfield Christian. And that was Amani McField going deep on the solo home run. The Falcons go on to beat Linfield by a final score of 3-1. So Aquinas is now 25-0, undefeated on the season. And they've only got 2 games left in the regular season against Woodcrest Christian this upcoming week to wrap up Ambassador League play. So they are rolling right now. All right, from Aquinas, now we go to San Gorgonio, and the Spartans taking on rival Arroyo Valley, and this was a very special game. Let's take you out to San G, because for the first time ever, they were playing under the lights at San Gorgonio. Yes, a night game for the Spartans. Crank up those lights. It'll be really nice as the temperatures begin to rise as we, get to the month of May here. But it was nice to go under the lights. A lot of the San Bernardino schools getting that luxury of having lights at their stadium. I know Cajon is underway doing some renovations to their softball and baseball fields. Do the highlights. First inning, Marissa Ramirez in the circle for San Gorgonio. Gets strike 3 to end the top half of the first. The Hawks countering with Bianca Nava in the circle. San G with a runner in scoring position, but Jade Anzo makes the great catch at third. Nice glove work there. Then it's the Hawks threatening in the second inning. Mariana Barlow, the deep drive to get on base, and that'll put runners on the corners for Arroyo Valley. Then it's Leilani Limon, the pop-up to short, and Brooklyn Garcia is underneath it for the out for San G. Ramirez follows up with another strikeout. That is a big one there, and the Hawks come up empty in the inning. Now, it's San G at the plate. Ramirez helping out her own cause, smacks a deep fly to center field, all the way to the fence, and it's a stand-up double for Ramirez. Later in the inning, with a runner on third, pinch runner Maya Hernandez comes home on the wild pitch for the first run of the ballgame, the first run ever under the lights at San G. Then it's Julia Moran. Check out the bunt, lays it down perfectly, rolls all the way to the shortstop. She's safe at first, and then a run comes home for San G. 2-zip, Spartans on top of the Hawks. Later on this hard grounder to second, check out the Hawks. They flip it to second for the force out. Sienna Adelano makes the catch. The runner is out, but she caught the ball off of her face. Sienna would be okay. Good to see there. And she's like, yeah, I'm good. San Gorgonio's Gutierrez belts this pitch into the gap. It's a double for her, and the Spartans have 2 runners in scoring position, and they would capitalize. Jasmine White would come up and lift this sacrifice fly to center field. It's deep, and the runner will tag up and score. 3-0 San G at that point, and the Spartans, they take the early lead, but they would have to hang on in the end. 7-6 the final score as San G gets the win under the lights out there against Arroyo Valley. And we'll keep it at San G and give a quick shout out to the Spartans track and field team. They were taking on Fontana in league action. That was our guy, Coach Derek Matthews, and San G getting the big win against the Faux High Steelers. A shout out to the relay teams at San G. I know Coach Matthews is really excited about the boys teams, and they've also got Dillon Carolina doing the triple jump on the next edition of Sports Weekly on IEMG. We will hear from Dillon Carolina, the track and field star, who is still relatively young in the triple jump event, but already one of the top in the CIF Southern Section Division III ranking. So we'll hear from Dillon Carolina, the football guy, now a triple jumper on the next Sports Weekly. But a shout out to the relay teams. They're really good at San Gorgonio. All right, when we come back here on Sports Weekly on IEMG, we've got baseball highlights from the Citrus Belt League and the County Clash. We'll be right back here on Sports Weekly on IEMG.